In last lecture, we have seen the criteria for selection of site for dam and type of dam. We have studied different factors. We'll take overview. In first, we have seen first factor topography, then geology and foundation condition. The different types of foundation based on that, which type of dam is to be selected. That we have seen depending upon topographical features, depending upon the shape of the valley, which type of dam is selected. In topography, you have seen the which type of dam is to be selected depending upon the uh, ground condition, shape of the valley. Then geology and foundation condition, type of foundation, and geological features, which type of foundation, which type of dam is to be selected. That we have seen like solid rock foundation, gravel foundation, silt and fine sand foundation, clay foundation, non-uniform foundation. Based on this type of foundation, we have to decide which type of dam is to be selected. Then based on availability of materials, whether the material is available near to the site or far to the site, based on that type of dam is selected. And its availability based on availability of material, transportation of materials. Based on that, the type of dam is selected, whether it is feasible or not, that you have to decide. Then spillway site and location, depending upon the site for spillway and its location. Capacity of the spillway, the magnitude of the flood to be bypassed to that spillway, and its location, whether it will be located within the dam or outside the dam. Depending upon that, the type of dam is selected. Depending upon the earthquake zone, earthquake forces, seismic forces, zone of the earthquake, depending upon that, the site for the dam is selected. Height of the dam, height of the dam to be provided, depending upon the objectives of the dam selection, the type of dam is to be decided. Based on that, the dam location is selected. And based on availability of the manpower and skilled labor, based on life of the dam, its durability, the type of dam is selected. Based on roadway width, whether it is having less width or more width, the requirement of the roadway, width of the roadway, which type of dam is to be selected. Depending upon the funds available, depending upon the economy, the if the earthen dam is to be constructed, then less cost will be required as compared to the masonry or concrete dam. It will be based on availability of the funds. Then other factors in that material availability that we have seen, funds available, nature of foundation, space for surplus work for the spillways, nature of valley, seepage pressure and uplift pressures under the dam. Based on that, the location of dam and type of dam is selected. After this, dam instrumentation. Some of the factors, which are the factors governing the site selection of the dam, that we have seen. Then dam instrumentation. The purpose of dam instrumentation, Its definition we have seen, why it is required. The instrumentation is done for the proper monitoring of the dam. For that, special devices are provided which are installed at a particular location, a suitable location along the length of the dam for the measurement of uh, pressure, stress and strain, water flow, temperature at the site of the dam. The instrumentation, which consists of various electrical and mechanical devices used to measure the pressure, water flow, movement, stress strain, and temperature at a dam site and its appurtenant structures. And by proper monitoring, the collection, reduction, presentation, and evaluation of the instrumentation data is which is recorded with the help of these electrical and mechanical devices. The typical instruments which are used, one or more three basic elements which are arranged or which are installed, like sensor, signal conducting media, readout or recorders. These instruments are used, some sensors or signal conducting media or recorders may be used to record a data, to store a data, to collect a data regarding measurement of pressure, water flow, movement, stress and strain, and temperature at the dam site location. This instrument may be mechanically, or they operate mechanically, optically, electrically, or based on pneumatic and hydraulic principles. These instruments are operated. This is known as instrumentation. Then purpose of instrumentation we have seen. The purpose of instrumentation is to decide the safety of the dam site. The main purpose is to decide the safety requirement, whether the dam is safe or not, whether the dam will withstand the various types of forces, pressure, then stress strain induced within the dam, and depending upon the changes in the hydrostatic pressure and related to water seepage, how it will affect to the health of the dams. And data which is collected, that is evaluated. The instrumentation purpose of instrumentation is to supply data to aid in evaluating the safety of the structure. So by collecting this data, you have to analyze and evaluate whether the dam is safe or not. So after collecting the data, its performance is observed. Dam performance by detecting the problems at an early and preventable stage. If any problem occurs, काही प्रॉब्लेम असेल, सीपेज प्रेशर जास्त झालं असेल किंवा अपलिफ्ट प्रेशर किती आहे, हायड्रोस्टॅटिक प्रेशर, चेंजेस इन द हायड्रोस्टॅटिक प्रेशर or changes in the stress strain that are observed. The actual performance कसा आहे, when the dam is constructed, how the performance of the dam is there, that is observed by installing the various electrical and mechanical devices along the length of the dam at various locations. That is known as instrumentation. This is the purpose of instrumentation. So by this, we can decide the actual behavior of the dam structure with the predicted behavior in future and also at the present stage. how the performance of the dam is there. It collects the data, information, the actual performance of the dam structure. After this, we have covered the first part, dams. In second part, reservoir planning is given. This is the reservoir dam structure. The images it shows the dam structure. This is the upstream side of the dam. This is the downstream side. This is the arch dam, gravity dam. The reservoir. First, we'll see the what is reservoir. Definition of reservoir and its types. So, what is reservoir? It is a when the barrier is constructed. Barrier means obstruction in the form of it may be gravity dam, arch dam, buttress dam, composite dam, or earthen dam. After construction of the barrier dam across a river in the form of dam, it may be any type that we have studied in first part. Type of dam, it may be gravity dam, buttress dam, arch dam, composite dam, or it may be other type of dam, earthen dam. So water is stored. Main purpose is to store the water on upstream side of the dam. So by after construction of that dam structure, it forms a pool of water. A lake is formed. A catchment area is formed. Dam construction के लिए और क्या form होते हैं? After studying various factors for selecting the site for the dam, particular site is finalized. Then after construction of the dam, the water is stored on upstream side of the dam, forming a pool of water. That pool of water generally called dam reservoir. That's त्या pool of water ला काय म्हणायचं? Dam reservoir, which is stored on upstream side. जेवढे काही पाणी स्टोअर केलेलं आहे upstream side ला, डॅमच्या upstream side ला. So that is called reservoir, dam reservoir, or it is also called impounding reservoir, or it is called river reservoir. We build the dam across a river. As the flow direction of the river, across that river flow direction, perpendicular that flow direction, the dam is built. It will store the water on upstream side, and as and when required, if the level of the water increases on upstream side, the gates are opened and water is released to downstream side. Similar, what is reservoir? When a barrier is constructed across a river in the form of dam, water gets stored on the upstream side of the barrier or dam. It forms a pool of water. या इमेज में दिसते काय? The pool of water. इकडे नदीचं काठ आहे. Shore of the dam on both sides. The water is stored within this shore and on upstream side of this dam. This is the area which is called pool of water, which is formed. It is known as reservoir. This is reservoir. The arch dam check या side ला this is shore of the dam. Within this, the water is stored here. This is the upstream side. This pool of water, large area surrounded by this water. So this pool of water which is created after construction of this dam or barrier, that pool of water is known as reservoir. समजलं dam आणि reservoir मध्ये difference? Reservoir is the pool of water which is formed after construction of the dam. Dam is a structure. It may be of gravity dam, solid masonry gravity dam, concrete dam or masonry dam, arch dam, buttress dam, earthen dam. The pool of water which is formed, that is called reservoir, dam reservoir, or it is called impounding reservoir or river reservoir. These are the three names given to this reservoir, or simply it is called reservoir, dam reservoir, or impounding reservoir, or river reservoir. Similar definition, what is reservoir? So reservoir planning is to be done. So depending upon the purpose, there are different factors, factors governing the selection of the dam. As in the different types of dams. Similarly, there are different types of reservoirs based on purpose served by the given reservoir. For which purpose the reservoir uh, is to be constructed, or depending upon the purpose, which type of reservoirs are classified. There are three types: storage or conservation reservoirs, flood control reservoirs, and multi-purpose reservoirs. These are the three types based on purpose. For which purpose the reservoir is to be constructed. Storage or conservation reservoir. First type is storage or conservation reservoir. So another definition of the reservoir, it is an area developed by a water body due to construction of the dam. Due to construction of dam, the area developed by water body or the pool of water is created. Pool of water is developed, or area developed by water, area which is surrounded by water on upstream side of the dam structure. That is known as reservoir. These are the various types of reservoirs: storage reservoir, flood control reservoir, retention reservoirs, distribution reservoirs, and multi-purpose reservoirs. Based on use or based on purpose, these reservoirs are classified. Some other definition. Any problem in this? If any problem, you can ask in chat box. So each type we'll see in detail. First is storage or conservation reservoir. So after construction of the dam, for a particular purpose, it may be for objectives of the construction of the dam seen for water supply to a particular city or town, or for irrigation purpose, supplying the water to crops, farms, or for generation of the electricity or either for energy or for hydroelectric project. So water is directly from a river or stream may fail to satisfy the consumer demands during extremely low flows. So in case of low flows or in case of high floods or high flows, whether it fulfills the or whether it satisfies the requirement of the consumer demands, whether the water is supplied proper amount of a proper quantity of water is to be supplied to the irrigation farms or particular city, or again in case of high flows, it may become difficult to carry out their operations due to devastating floods. In case of high floods, it is impossible, or it may becomes difficult to operate during the flood situations or extreme flows. Or in case of low flows, ज्या ठिकाणी ज्यावेळेस कमी फ्लो असेल, वॉटर फ्लो इन द रिव्हर, फ्लो ऑफ द वॉटर इज लेस, डिस्चार्ज इज लेस, levels of the water is decreased. In case of in the summer season, due to high temperature, there may be a low flow. And in the rainy season, the flow of the water will increase. The level of water will increase, and the discharge will increase. Discharge through river will increase. It depends upon the changes in the seasons. In that case, so you have to store a water. A storage or conservation reservoir can retain such excess supplies during periods of peak flows, and it can release them gradually during low flows. So during low flows, as per the requirement of water, the water is released. During excess supplies, that water is stored. Conservation is done. Water is conserved. ज्यावेळेस पाण्याचा फ्लो जास्त असेल, डिस्चार्ज जास्त असेल, ते पाणी काय करायचं आहे? स्टोअर करायचं आहे इन द स्टोरेज रिझर्वायर और conservation reservoir. It can retain such excess supplies during periods of peak flows. ज्यावेळेस पीक फ्लो असेल, हाय फ्लो असेल, ते पाणी काय करायचं? स्टोअर करायचं. आणि ज्यावेळेस कमी फ्लो असेल, कमी डिस्चार्ज असेल, त्यावेळेस ते पाणी काय करायचं? रिलीज करायचं. You can release them gradually during low flows. Low flow असेल in summer season, so that conserved water, stored water is utilized. When there is a low flow, when need arises, whenever the requirement of supply of the water to irrigation, ज्यावेळेस पाणी लागेल त्यावेळेस आपण ते यूज करू शकतो. इरिगेशनसाठी म्हणा, फॉर पाणी पुरवठा कमी असेल एखाद्या सिटीमध्ये, टाउनमध्ये, so that water, excess water is supplied, or it may be also is for generation of electricity. Or by using this, you can satisfy the consumer demands as per the requirement, as and when need arises, that water is used. This is the purpose of storage or conservation reservoir. समजलं? Storage or conservation reservoir, what is the purpose? So that water is preserved or stored as and when required. During peak flows, that water is stored, extra supply, surplus water that is stored, and when there is a need arises during low flows, that water is released. So this is a storage or conservation reservoir. समजलं? First type, storage or conservation reservoir. So due to this storage reservoir, it will reduce the flood damage below the reservoir due to variation of the fluctuation of the water level. So the forces coming on the structure or due to seepage pressure, uplift pressure below the reservoir within the dam, it will reduce the flood damage. Flood damage will be reduced by storing the extra flood, surplus water. So reservoir can be used for controlling floods either solely or in addition to other purposes. The water which is reserved or that can be utilized for various purposes. For it may be used for water supply, may be used for generation of electricity, for or for uh, it may be used for supply to particular crops. Throughout the year, different crops are taken, different crops are grown, hmm, like wheat, maize, or cotton, sugar cane. So water is supplied to a crops. So quantity of water required for each type of crop may be different. Sugar cane la जास्त लागेल, wheat it may require low water. So depending upon the type of crop, studied the duty and delta of the crop, base rate, the amount of water required for particular type of crop. It will vary depending upon the type of crop. As and when the need arises, the water is supplied, stored water is supplied to irrigation. Or if there is a deficiency in a particular city or town, if deficiency of the water supply, so during that time, that stored water is released. So in the former case, it is known as flood control reservoir or single purpose flood control reservoir. And in later case, it is also known as multi-purpose reservoir. That storage reservoir also called flood control reservoir, single purpose flood control reservoir, and multi-purpose reservoir. It is also used for controlling the flood in case of floods, to control the flood levels of the water, and also that is not only one purpose, for many purposes, multi-purposes. The reservoir is used for generation of electricity, to supply the water for drinking purpose to a particular city or town, for irrigation purpose. This is the first type, storage reservoir or conservation reservoir. Second type is flood control reservoir. From the name, it indicates to control the flood. This reservoir is used. A flood control reservoir, which is also called flood mitigation reservoir, which stores a portion of flood flows in such a to minimize the flood peaks at the areas to be protected at the downstream side. During floods, ज्यावेळेस पूर परिस्थिती असेल, त्यावेळेस ड्यू टू रेनफॉल, there is an increase in the water level of the reservoir. त्यामुळे काय होईल, the pressure will increase, hydrostatic pressure will increase. So sometimes the dam may get overflow. So due to which what happens, so some areas or some villages will come under this during this flood situations. The areas is to be protected against this flood situations. So areas which are rehabilitating, which are residing at these sides of the river, that areas have to be protected. If this flood control is not done, then there is the loss of human life, loss of property. So to avoid this, so proper measures are taken to control the flood. Therefore, it is called flood control reservoir. So to accomplish this, entire inflow entering the reservoir is discharged till the outflow reaches the safe capacity of the channel downstream. The inflow water in the reservoir is discharged in case of changes in the levels of the water, that is discharged to downstream side. Gates are opened, gates of the dam which are opened in case of peak flows to avoid uh, there is a rise in the water level. So to protect the downstream areas. Inflow in excess of this rate is stored in the reservoir. The excess water during peak flows, that is stored in the reservoir, and as and when required, gradually it is released to the downstream. So as to recover the storage capacity for the next flood. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस पुन्हा एकदा ज्यावेळेस पूर परिस्थिती असेल त्यावेळेस ते पाणी आहे, पाणी काय करायचं आहे, डाउनस्ट्रीम साइडला ते सोडायचं आहे. So it is released to downstream side. Again, in case of another flood, that water is stored to increase the storage capacity of the reservoir. That excess water is released to downstream side. So in 2 minutes, this session will close. So after 2 minutes, you have to rejoin again with the same link. तर 2 मिनिटानंतर हे सेशन क्लोज होईल. 2 मिनिटानंतर परत रिजॉइन करायचं आहे सेम लिंकनी. Then type of flood control reservoir which are classified as, there are 2 types. It is also called flood mitigation reservoir. It is also called storage reservoir or detention basin or detention basin and retarding basin or retarding reservoir. These are the 2 types of flood control reservoir. So what is storage reservoir or detention basin or detention reservoir? A reservoir having gates and walls installation at its spillway and its sluice outlets, that is known as storage reservoir. So the flood control reservoir, the flood control reservoir मध्ये 2 types आहेत, storage reservoir or detention reservoir or detention basin and retarding basin or retarding reservoir. The storage reservoir or detention reservoir म्हणजे काय? A reservoir having gates and walls installation at its spillway. Spillway मध्ये हे gates provide केलेले, gates and walls which are installed at its spillway and its sluice outlets. Then that type of reservoir is known as storage reservoir or